Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I'm using this back camera attachment things. Anybody use these before? It's kind of weird because it's mirroring and it messes with my movement. But anyway, glad you're here. I always try to think about what did we talk about in the Facebook group this week that was super helpful, or in the Clinical AI Club. Last week in the AI Club, we actually did sort of an impromptu workshop on how to build your own GPTs, which is the tool I use all the time. I mean, it's like I have an army of GPTs now, and they basically run my business for me. I am building out something super amazing and special for the Clinical AI Club members. If you guys are watching this, you're going to have an email probably in the next week or so that we're giving you access to. It's going to blow your mind. I don't even tell you really what it is, but it's GPT Army that I've built for you regarding private practice. So I can't wait to release this just to you guys as a beta test. There's no extra charge. You're getting it part of the club, being members of the club. And I spent a lot of time on these GPTs. I mean, they are like, gosh, there's one I created that basically goes out, searches for your counterpart or somebody that complements your niche that you can network with and do referrals with. And it's searched the internet. It's super sophisticated, but it's trained to pick your niche and compare it to somebody else's niche so they don't overlap, but they complement. And then it rates you templates on, hey, let's have a virtual coffee meetup so we can network, that sort of thing. So that GPT is just one of, I think I have 15 GPTs in there now, specifically around private practice that you guys are going to get access to for free I think we're going to release it for a month too. Also, Clinical AI Club members, be on the lookout for an email about that probably in the next week or so. Next thing I want to tell you about is Berries. You guys know I'm the clinical consultant for Berries. Berries has released yet another incredible update. I'm so excited about this. I'm so telling you all about it. So they basically released templates. Okay, now we had some templates before in there. We had 4 or 5 that you could see from. One was your traditional progress note. One was an assessment. And there was a SOAP note in there that you can access. And my personalized note that I made for Berries users was in there. But everybody's always like, well, I need a note for this. I need a note for this. And I was sort of actually helping people in the back end customize them themselves, personalize them inside Berries. But we don't have to do that anymore. They totally revamped the entire thing. Let me tell you the new templates that are in here. So basically, when you have a session now, you just choose the template that you want to use. You can even choose it after the fact, and you could change the format by changing the template even after the note has been written. I'm going to do a whole YouTube video tutorial on this to walk you through it all. But for the podcast listeners, I just want to tell you about it because I'm so excited about it. Here's the new releases for the template. So we've got a biopsychosocial assessment. We have a burp note template. We have a couples therapy note template, which is, I know you guys have been waiting for that. A DAP note, a discharge summary note, which is awesome. Now you could just say, oh, this is the last session, blah, blah, blah. Let's summarize everything we talked about. Hit the discharge summary. You've got it written. Who doesn't hate a discharge summary? This is game changing. An EMDR note for the EMDR therapists out there, a follow-up psychiatry note, a follow-up therapy note. These were already in there. A GURP note, GIRP, which is goals, interventions, response, if you guys don't know what that is. And now this is the really cool part. They have created templates that integrate with your third-party platforms that you're using. So we've got a Headway intake, Headway SOAP note. It'll fit the format exactly if you want to copy and paste it right in there. What else? A primary care note. This is for the nurse practitioners and MDs, the psychiatrists that are using Berries. Problem-based primary care note, psychiatric intake note for Simple Practice users, psychiatric medication management notes, psychiatric therapy and follow-up notes, Simple Practice progress notes. We're using Simple Practice, their general progress note format. This is going to plug and play right into it. SOAP note, a supervision note, which we already have, but I don't think it was that obvious. But now we're doing supervision with clinicians. You just hit that format and send a note exactly what you're looking for in your supervision. Therapy notes, the EHR therapy notes, their intake note format is in here and our progress note format. And then lastly, a TSIP note, which I have never used before, but it stands for topics, symptoms, and interventions. Now, the really cool thing about this is that you can customize all of these, and basically you can go into the biosocial assessment template that they have in here. There's a button now under it, under the templates page that says customize. So you could click on it, go in there. You can literally change all the fields exactly how you want it to be. So it's going to be super customized to you and your format, what you like to use. which we had that before, but it was a little bit more complicated to use. This makes it so easy. I can't wait to give the tutorial. Once I do, I'll link it under this, like in the show notes, so you guys can go watch the tutorial on my YouTube page. But yeah, so you can go in and customize this. And then there is also a way to just totally customize it by yourself if you want to do that. And that's in here too, where you just click new template and it's going to give you it's a lot easier to do it now because it breaks it into sections. It even gives like very specific prompts about what you can put in each section and how to do that. And of course you can use ChatGPT to help you with that. If you're like, oh, okay, screenshot, a picture of their template here and say, this is the type of note I like to write, or upload format and say, I want you to just customize it so I can plug it in just by text right into this personalized template builder that Barry's has already released. You guys, this is incredible. Wait till you see it. If you're already a Barry's user, go in and just go under at the very top now. It says templates. You can go in there. You can choose your template. You can even go back to old notes and click a new template type. If there's templates you specifically want to be using all the time, you can add them. You can basically heart them in there and add them to my library. So they're already showing up when you're doing reloads now. That's my big update for today. I wanted to tell you guys that and about the GPT Hub that I have coming for Clinical AI Club users for a beta test. And oh my God, I almost forgot. The Barry's podcast launched today. You might have seen me posting about it in the Writer Power Practice and AI Facebook group. It's called Between Sessions with Barry. I'm the host, honored to be the host. We released it today. So, of course, you'll see me posting about it. It's on all the major podcast platforms. So, if you go to Apple or Spotify, you type in Between Sessions with Barry, you're going to see it come up. We released our first 3 episodes today, I believe. Super exciting. It's basically a podcast that helps support you between sessions. So, in this podcast, I'm interviewing other clinicians, people out in the field. I interviewed an MIT professor that specializes in AI and mental health. I interviewed a couple of social media experts that can really help you get your social media off the ground if you need that. I interviewed some other therapists that are just using really innovative approaches in their practices. I'm just kind of giving you like a preview of what you'll see in the next coming weeks at this podcast. Yeah, really excited about that. And we're going to be dropping little teasers or little, whatever you call them, like reels, clips that we think are super important in each episode. And of course, Barry's is going to have a list for you to opt into if you want to get notified every week in the new episodes. But I'm just really excited. I'm proud of this. You guys might know this is my 3rd podcast that I've released. So really, really excited to bring you this different type of content, different than anything I've done before. But to support clinicians, because that's the whole point in Barry's really is to make your life a lot easier. And then all these guests that we're going to be interviewing are going to make your life a lot easier too. But anyway, that's all the updates for this week. What's going on in my world, in the Barry's world, in, the AI world. So let me know if you have any questions. Bye.